Protesters vowed to stay in the streets until Mubarak steps down. President Obama called for a transition to a new government, but he again refused to explicitly back demands for Mubarak's immediate departure. Noam Chomsky, your response to what President Obama said, the disappointment of many that he didn't demand that Mubarak leave immediately.
Well, Obama very carefully didn't say anything. Mubarak would agree that there should be an orderly transition, but to what? A new cabinet, some minor rearrangement of the constitutional order, it's empty. So he's doing what U.S. leaders regularly do. There is a playbook. Whenever a favored dictator is in trouble, try to sustain him, hold on. If at some point it becomes impossible, switch sides. The U.S. has an overwhelmingly powerful role there. Egypt is the second largest recipient over a long period of U.S. military and economic aid. Israel's first.
Chomsky points out if you look at the leading recipients of U.S. aid, most of it military aid, two countries are in a separate category, Israel and Egypt, which gets half the aid given to Israel. This arrangement is part of the Camp David Agreement from back in 1979, unofficially. Aid to Egypt is basically aid to Israel, to encourage Egypt to sort of play along. But aid to Israel and Egypt is in a separate category way above anybody else.
Obama himself has been highly supportive of Mubarak.
Justin Webb of the BBC asked Obama if he regarded President Mubarak as an authoritarian ruler. And Obama's answer was, no, I tend not to use labels for folks. He thinks Mubarak has been a force for good in the region. Chomsky points out this is the way Obama is talking about one of the most brutal dictators of the region. How can anyone take Obama's comments about human rights seriously after that?
This is one of the most brutal dictators of the region. How anyone could have taken Obama's comments about human rights seriously after that is a bit of a mystery. But the support has been very powerful in diplomatic dimensions, military. The planes flying over Tahrir Square are, of course, U.S. planes. The U.S. has been the strongest, most solid, most important supporter of the regime. It's not like Tunisia, where the main supporter was France. They're the primary guilty party there. But in Egypt, it's clearly the United States and, of course, Israel. Israel is, of all the countries in the region, Israel and, I suppose, Saudi Arabia have been the most outspoken in support of the Mubarak regime. In fact, Israeli leaders were angry, at least expressed anger, that Obama hadn't taken a stronger stand in support of their friend Mubarak.
By the way, President Sadat of Egypt had offered a full peace treaty to Israel in 1971, but Israel rejected it, and the U.S. backed Israel's rejection. Mainstream media plays along by pretending that the 1971 peace offer never existed. Let's get this channel more publicity because things like that have to be known by everyone. With your help, we can get this channel back to #1 most subscribed reporter.